way to kick off day 2 of Sarasota Film Festival, right?
Yay!
This is awesome. Now I know that if a fight breaks out between the panel and the audience, we've got a chance. Chickadee check. Wonderful, wonderful. Is there anybody else you want to pressure on coming up?
Yeah, CJ Hip, Tony Ito, Natasha Thornton. I'm looking at you. Who else? You can't hide from me. Brandon, where is the star? He went to the bathroom, I think.
He went to see another movie. He had a fight with him. I don't know.
Me too. Should I start talking?
No. So, tell us about, so obviously you filmed at least part of the movie in Sarasota. Was the whole thing filmed in Sarasota? Tell us about that.
I mean, it was all filmed around the area, so most of it was filmed on Anna Maria Island. Terry and Evelyn Bergmark, are they up here with us? These incredible people right here. We walked up to their door and we knocked on it and we said, hey, we're making a movie. Can we shoot this movie in your house? And Evelyn said, can we see your credentials? And then when we did show her credential,
Check.
Oh, we're back. So once we did show her credentials, she realized we weren't casing her house, and they were incredible. They supported us at 100% along the way and let us come there and shoot. So the majority was shot down there, and local businesses that opened their doors for us, and we're just excited to have a film shot there. And then some of it was shot. Detroit was downtown Bradenton. Yay! Reveal movie magic. And then we shot a little bit in Sarasota here and there, but those are, it's just, if I tried to pick out where we, kind of cheated some locations, then it would get weird. But yeah, so the majority was shot in Sarasota, Bradenton, and Anna Maria Island. Nothing was taken elsewhere.
There may well be some other filmmakers in the crowd from other films, and so I'd love to hear you talk a little bit about, really honestly, both the advantages and disadvantages, if any, of shooting around the area. Because that was our big theme of the opening night last night. We're having a panel on Sunday with the Kate Place Christine folks about shooting around here. Tell us about your sort of experiences here.
So before I came back here, I was in LA, and if you've ever been to LA, and you want to make a movie out there, you can walk into a new business or an old business, and they're going to charge you about $500 to $1,000 a day to shoot anything there, regardless if you're a student or not. And you can try to be like, oh, hey, I'm a student, and I'm getting an education, and they'll be like, fuck you, give me some money. So here, that's not the case, and it's kind of wonderful, and it's not a matter of exploiting that, it's a matter of taking the edge off of things, I think the first reason, you can come to an area like this and get people involved and have people open their doors for us, like I said, is because they haven't seen something like this before. It's exciting, the film community is just now burgeoning in the area, truly, and I think people are starting to notice that, but people are getting excited as these things start to happen. So hopefully, knock on wood, if anyone has any, I'm serious, that no one starts charging rent, by the day, every location you go to. But that's just one thing. There are a lot of advantages. There are a lot of disadvantages. So there were some scenes cut out of this movie, and if anyone's in the crowd who was in the film, who I tried to contact and didn't get a hold of, and you noticed that you weren't in the movie, it was most likely because of rain. We had a scene that was shot on the beach. We had a beautiful sunset behind a house that was lended to, or behind a house in a back area that was lended to us by Rich, right there, thank you. And we got rained out right after we got our wide, so we didn't even have time. As soon as Trishel walked up to get the close-ups, we were rained out. And so our entire team hustled to cover all the equipment and run it back into the truck, which luckily they did without getting it wet, but they all got wet. But not like, with drugs. Not like that type of wet. Okay. I just wanted to be clear, Gene. But nonetheless, so rain was our big thing. We got rained out multiple times, and we had to kind of cheat locations because of that. And CJ Hip over there, who finally came down from the audience, I saw was amazing working with like just these disadvantages we had, and reformatting the schedule as necessary. And we pulled a lot of Hail Marys, and we made every scene happen. This script, this was a 2-hour film upon assembly cut. It is now an 85, 88-minute film, and tons of scenes are taken out. Not tons, but a few scenes. So we shot everything in the script, and as you hope to do when you make a movie. But the things that were just unfortunate, it was rain. Luckily, we didn't have to deal with gators. That was another worry I thought we were gonna have to deal with whenever I walk by a lake, in Florida. I always think, but no, it was mainly weather. And like I said, the advantage is that no one's like people are doing this here, but it's not every day. When you're a business owner in LA, you're literally like dealing with 5 people coming in and saying, hey, I'm a student, or hey, I'm from Warner Brothers, or hey, I'm whatever. Can we shoot something here? And so they have to, at some point, charge. And it's not because they want to exploit the community. It's because they have 10 people a day coming to them and saying, hey, can we shoot a movie here? It's only reasonable to say, well, we have to operate this business, so give us some money. Other than that, I don't know. Maybe I can pass this to Vincent and have him talk about disadvantages or advantages.
I'd say the main advantage of shooting the area, as you can see, is the sheer amount of passion and how many people we had involved in the project. Trying to produce a feature on $15,000 requires calling a lot of favors, and these are the people to answer the call. Everyone here on stage, so I really have to thank everybody here. No, I'm just going to expand on what Vincent said. We see the final product, and this is what we work for, is standing up in front of you guys, and it's really awesome.
Did you like it, Brandon?
Yeah.
This was his first time seeing it.
Yeah, that's the first time I saw it too. But yes. Oh, yes, it was amazing. Thank you. It was awesome. Our editors and everybody are magic, movie magic. But for me, I think what I learned through this entire process, and what I just want to say is what Vincent just said. This movie wouldn't have got made without the people that are up here. I mean, the genius of John O'Keefe or Tony Ahito, who I'm pretty sure this movie wouldn't get made without him and his little mini-me girlfriend. So, but I mean, and there's more. I mean, I could go on, but I'm not going to because they have another movie coming in here. So I just want to say thank you to them, because for me, that was the most important thing. You have Trishul, who is one of the big wigs up here, and Vincent and Thomas, who obviously did everything for the film pretty much before and during. And, these 3 guys really made it happen, but, without everyone else and people who aren't here, then no movie gets made. So for me, that's the most important thing, was having everybody here for this. It means a lot to me. So thank you guys.
It's a giant machine. If you take one piece away from it, it won't work. Brad, was that right? There we go. The whole thing stops working.
All right, I think we probably have time for maybe one question from the audience. Who's got a question we can get? Yes, right there.
What's next?
What's next?
Well, everybody up here pretty much on stage is a filmmaker, just so you guys know. Tony has, I think, a couple projects in this. There's some in this film festival alone. I know that John O'Keefe has, one in this film festival. So everybody up here is constantly making films. I know we have another feature coming up about a magician, again, along the lines of self-awareness and things like that. There's some TV shows being made up here. I mean, everybody up here is doing stuff, which I think Sarasota needs to be happy about. And I think everyone up here is going to dominate the Sarasota Film Festival for the next couple of years at least, right? Yeah, I was going to say. So stay tuned, because everybody up here is talented, and there's more students in the audience as well. So everyone's making stuff. So just keep reaching out, and if you want to keep being a part, contact these guys and Orentis Films, and make it happen.
Keep making art, keep supporting art. We'll see you for 9 more days, Sarasota Film Festival.